Okay, so I'm going to explain to you how I did my takeoff for the Glulam on SSF Wellness. So I have my Revit project here, right? And essentially what I did was all these frames, right? They're made up of mullions. And all of the mullions on the timber system have this denotation. So it's Tim dash VLC. So that's a vertical. And then I have Tim dash SRPOC. So that's a sill. And so on and so forth. I have a jam here. That's Tim JLC. So what I did was I made a schedule here which gives me all of those families. So anything that begins with the Tim I have here. So if I go like this, highlight and model, then isolate those elements, you can see it's picking up all of the mullions that are associated with that timber system. And then what I did was each of these mullions have this here, which is the mullion length. So this gives me the total length of that mullion there. So this one's a 10 foot 9.5. So what I'm able to do is, right, I came over here, let me unhide this real quick. And you can see now I have like a count for all of the heads that are this length. So there's 4 heads at 13 and 1/16. And then what I did was, just to be safe, because this would be the actual size of the mullion, I added 6 inches to all these pieces. So you can see here, these 2 heads were at 18 inches. Adding the 6, I got 24 inches. So these are the lengths for the mullions. Here are the counts for the mullions. So what I did, I just hid this schedule, the mullion lengths, and kept that mullion length extra in there. And then I outputted that into an Excel file right here. So you can see here I have the counts, and I had swapped out the names, and then you got the mullion length extra. So then what I did was I separated out the 3.5 inch pieces, because those would be like a different type of part, essentially, like a different glulam. So what I did was I took the horizontals and then the kiss mullions, the horizontal kisses right here, and I removed them from this big list of all the mullions into their own separate list here. So you can see here, like 1 here, 55, 55, 62, 62, and then when you come down here to the kiss, you can see I got 56, 60, 66. So now we have 2 separate lists, one for the 2.5 and one for the 3.5. And then what I did was I replaced all of the family alias names with the part. So the part for all these families, since they all have a glulam behind them, is going to be glulam. So essentially I just swapped out all the aliases for the part, which is glulam. And then what I did was I brought all that data into the optimization program. So I made 2 separate tables here. So I had Glulam 2 for the 2.5 and Glulam 3 for the 3.5. So if you look at Glulam 2, it's going to match my chart here. So you can see I have 4 at 19, 2 at 24, 1 at 24, so on and so forth. And then if you look at Glulam 3, it's going to match my horizontal and kiss breakout. So 1, 55 to 62, and you can see all that matches. And then all I did was went here, went down to my Glulam 2, kept the 24 foot stock length size, clicked OK, and this is how I came up with my numbers.